Hi, and welcome back to DeVore's Dad Thoughts. And today's Dad Thought is all about careers, work, and politics. What I'm learning about politics is I don't like them. I don't like transparency. I don't like the thought that it will always be us and them in a career field. I am middle management, and I don't know how to cope. Well, I'm coping, but I don't know how to cope with the lack of community, I guess. You have this idea of every business being like a small business where you're a work family, and you win together, you strive together, you work hard, and success comes. But when you're in a much bigger business, or like I work for a municipality, to a city, which ultimately is a government job, and I am middle management. Well, being middle management, I am in between my crews, who are the ones that are actually doing the work, and upper management, who's asking me to get the work done. And it's tough. It's tough, especially during negotiations, and then you have the politics side of it, that is local government, that is dictating what everybody gets paid, and it's not a fair deal. It's definitely not fair, and everybody knows the money that comes in and the money that goes out doesn't match, and what the people are making doesn't come close. So it's really, really frustrating, and I have a loyalty to myself first and foremost, which is a loyalty to my family. I have a loyalty to my crew, who are actually out there doing the work. And I know I have a loyalty to my boss and his bosses. I like being dependable. I like being part of the system that works. I want to be part of the answer, but I don't like middle ground. I'm not good at it. I don't like the pushback where the city wants to save their money, when in actuality it should go back to the employees, especially the ones that are living right here in the city and are spending their money locally. They're putting their money right back into the community. And that should be a factor, but it's not, and that bothers me, and I don't know how to help my crews out, and that really, really caused me to lose some sleep. And where this is a dad thought is how you educate your children, how you share what your thoughts are, and how they may or may not react when they come across the same, or, well, it'll be the same or similar situation, I should say. It's a tough one. Called my dad. My dad's advice was show up to work if my guys are going to strike. And his reasoning behind it is, in the end of the day, they don't pay my bills. They don't put food on the table. Only I can do that. Now, if it were my bargaining unit was also in the middle of it and they were striking as well, by all means, you strike with them. But you don't jeopardize your own career if your unit is already signed, was my dad's advice. And, you got to figure that they don't make young wise men, and he's a lot older than me, so his wisdom's worth something. And that's what I'm passing along. When it comes down to it, it will be a personal choice in anything political. Give your 2 cents. Give your 2 cents to your children. Let them know your beliefs. And when it comes to bigger politics, having an understanding that they will quite possibly have their own thoughts and views on politics. They may align right with yours, and they may be completely off. I guess give it a shot. Listen to them. You don't have to agree. You just have to love your children and understand. And that's with any relationship. You don't have to agree, but you do have to understand or find an understanding. And that's a challenge all by itself, but it's one that needs to happen. And that's kind of where I'm at, though. I don't like that there's no transparency. I want all cards on table, and I want everybody to know what's happening, what's not happening, why it's happening, and it's just never going to be that way. It'll always come down to an us and them. There will be a work family, but the crew will be the family, and their extended family will be upper management that they really don't want to invite to dinner. And it kind of feels the other way around too. But yeah, that's a tough one that I'm struggling with currently. I've got a little bit of advice from my dad, who's dealt with things like this before. And sadly, government and strikes and everything else in this town is nothing like you see on TV. The unions aren't nearly as strong. The mayor's extremely weak, but the city manager's powerful. And it's just shitty. Just shitty. But educate your kids. If you can, teach them to be able to deal with politics a whole lot better than I am. Make their decisions based on facts and a little emotion. Right now I'm kind of guided by emotion, and might not be the best thing, losing a little sleep. But anyways, as always, love your kids, hug them, have a good day.